Good morning, HRM family. Welcome back. Today is the Wednesday session taken by myself, Sampa Salome Mwansa Chilamboy, and you're welcome. This is a Mompreneurs series taken every Wednesday. Later on Tuesday, we have Dr. Sunshine talking about mindset change. On Wednesday, we have myself talking about mompreneurs, mothers in business. On Thursday, we have Dr. Nelly. That she's a powerhouse in herself. She's amazing. So as we make the introduction, I just wanted to say that we've been doing this, or the giants that have followed. I've been doing this for the last 5 years, and now it's an 8 a.m. Mentorship Academy, and I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome and thank all the participants that have made this possible, the stakeholders and shareholders that have made this possible. Thank you so much. 5 years of consistency is something that needs to be commended. So now I'm just going to introduce our guest today. She's Chomba Mkasanga. Sorry about that, Chomba Mkasanga. And you are welcome. And she's a mompreneur doing big things. And we've connected through the Airway program that is by WIAC. And we just have taken our business relationship further. And this is a guest that's on today. Chomba, you can introduce yourself. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Sampa, thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here on this platform. My name is Chomba Mukasanga. I'm based in Lusaka, Zambia. As Sampa mentioned, we connected through the WIAC program where we had been going through a short business course. So during that business course, one of what got me into the business course was the business I am doing, which is called Afro Magazine. So, yeah, that's what that. I'm a storyteller, a writer, a creative entrepreneur, and someone who's just sorry.
And the mommy.
Yes, and the mommy. Though I'm not a biological mother, I've
Okay.
just I've just been blessed to mother my nephews and nieces as well as the businesses that I run.
Yeah.
So I also manage the arm of Soul9 Radio UK that's based here in Lusaka. It's a radio station, a digital radio station that was founded by Zambians that are based in the UK. And then aside from that, I'm very passionate about God. Yeah, I think to sum it up, that's me.
Okay. So tell us more about what made you start your Afro magazine and so online, because I know there's a lot of Zambians in the UK. So this probably makes people feel like they're at home, isn't it?
Yes, it does. I used to live in South Africa. I was based in South
Okay.
Africa for 10 years. That's where I studied. I studied media. And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, there was a period where I went through a trying period. I went through a breast cancer scare.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
during the period, I was unable to work. I was unable to do anything. So I think that's the period that Afro Magazine was born. Uh, I decided I needed to find something that would keep me busy during that period, something that would keep me motivated on a daily basis, keep my mind active, even
Mm-hmm.
when my body was inactive during that time. So that's how the idea of Afro Magazine was birthed. It was during that period I started Afro Magazine. And then, yeah, so I first it was just an idea, it was just something like an idea that you're playing around with. And then you think,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is something very big. Let me see where it leads me to. So, yeah, that's how I started. And then I just took it like a job. Like every single day, it would I would get up at a certain time, allocate work for the day up until the end of the day. And I think the more I went about it, it's also what helped me in my healing process, because
Mm-hmm.
it gave me something to look forward to each day, to stay positive, to stay busy. And then eventually it now started to connect to people, like and business opportunities. So it was also through Afro Magazine that I got my first opportunity whilst still in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I started working remotely, which also allowed me to recover at the same time. So, yeah, that's how Afro Magazine was birthed. So Afro Magazine is a digital platform. It's basically a space where we share African stories. So initially, when I started, because I'm a writer and I used to work with Zasa Magazine before, so I've always been passionate about showcasing people's businesses, like small businesses, the people that are probably don't have a platform or are often overlooked. So that was my main focus. So like I would write about small businesses of people of Zambians based there in in South Africa and the rest of the diaspora as well as in Zambia. So I'd follow their journeys. Like there are people I remember maybe I've written about as far back as 2016, and up until today, I'm able to observe how their businesses have grown. So, so I mirrored that on Afro Magazine, but then this time on a wider scale. So I'd look at like, because Africa is very wide. You see, we have African movies, music, innovation. Like, there's a lot of potential in Africa. Like so much. You look at our fashion industry. Um, if you look at like even I don't know if for those people who are very familiar with Instagram, you attest to this. Like there are people that cook, like home chefs. I don't know if I can call them that.
Yes.
They're just passionate about cooking, right? So they decide
Mm-hmm.
to record short reels of their cooking videos, and just those videos are what they can use. Like for example, if they decide to take it further, and then go into business with that. So those are the things that attract my attention, and I try to showcase those things, like the nice, natural, normal things that people are doing, which have
Yes.
potential to become great things. So that's what Afro Magazine does. We will speak about fashion, we'll spotlight someone's journey, like maybe their business journey, or we'll speak about music, we'll share a reel like where people are dancing, and like a magazine is random. Like you can speak about spirituality, you can speak about the movie industry, you can use it to build entrepreneurs, and like there's a lot. We're not limited. So yeah, that's what Afro magazine is basically in a
Nice.
nutshell.
And is Afro Magazine, does it showcase all businesses? Meaning, is it for both all SMEs, female and male, or is it targeted more towards female? Maybe you can give us more of the niche, what your target niche is. And then whoever is listening in can also reach out and say, okay, I would like to feature on the magazine.
Okay, we target both, like male and female. Like we are not
Okay.
limited, but our focus is creatives as well as small business owners. And then, sorry, just to add on, uh, because of the work that we've been doing on Afro Magazine, an opportunity came up to partner with So Online Radio UK. And through that, there was a show born called the Afro Touch Show. So the Afro Touch Show is like an extension of Afro Magazine, but on So Online Radio. So basically, what we try to do on Afro Magazine, but this time on radio. So, like I mentioned earlier, So Online Radio UK is a radio station that was founded by Zambians that are based in the UK. So it was also born out of something similar. I think that's why we decided to partner. It was during the COVID time, and the founders were looking for something that can help, keep people busy, keep them inspired, especially during that COVID period. Like I know it's similar in South Africa, the way we were sorry at the time, we were in like total shutdown.
Shut
So
down.
like
Yes.
and what, even just for you to go outside your house, it was impossible. Like you had to get permission. It was that bad.
Yes.
So it also has a similar vision. So So Online Radio UK is a combination of DJs as well as presenters that are based in different parts of the world, in Europe, in the Caribbean, and Africa as well. So yeah, that's what So Online Radio UK is. Then, sorry, please ask your question again, the one that you'd asked earlier.
No, I had asked what your niche is, and I believe you've answered it to say you are not discriminatory. You are not discriminatory. You look at both women and men, because they are all SMEs. Whilst the challenges might be different for males and females that are doing business, I feel there's some underlying similarities. So that's what you're targeting, I believe, just so that you enhance their exposure and such and that, which is something which is commendable as well. And I like the fact that you said during COVID you didn't just stop what you were doing, because a lot of businesses, including mine, during COVID took a hit. COVID came and disrupted a lot of businesses, and to add on to that, you were battling cancer during that time. So that one, I'm sure, was not easy. And for you to decide, okay, instead of me looking on myself and say, oh, woe is me, you said, okay, look, I need something to keep me busy that is going to help me get out of this period that I'm in, and that is really, really, really good. So yes, you're someone who needs to be lifted up. You're someone who needs to be followed. A lot of people tend to look on themselves and say, oh, okay, when something happens, they just sit and say, okay, no, this has happened to me. Life has dealt me wrongly. So for you, you're someone who is inspirational. So I would like more women and men to just look at what you're doing and continue with what they're passionate about. So I commend you on that. Probably maybe we can go and now speak about what impact do you want to leave? What impact do you want to leave on society?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, well, during the time that we've been at WIAC and some of the work that we've been doing, it connected me to an opportunity where ended up being nominated as a Women Achievers Africa country rep in Zambia based on the work that I do. But I think the biggest thing that qualified me for it was the writing that I do. So I use writing as a means to try and not just what we do on Afro Magazine, but just in my personal writing to motivate people on a daily basis, whether it's business people or people in, like, let's say if you're on a fitness journey or whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is, just use writing to motivate. So um, I've been blessed to be nominated as the country rep. We will be having a conference in July where a group of us Zambian people will be attending. And then there are
Mm-hmm.
certain projects we've nominated, like certain businesses that we've been able to identify, like small businesses
Mm-hmm.
that could do with funding. So
Yes.
as we go there to attend the conference, our focus is to present what those businesses do and how they could benefit from the funding, so that we come back to Zambia. And then the funding won't just be for those that benefit or those that are able to travel, but we can see how we can extend it to the rest of our community here um, in Lusaka. So for that one, it's our focus is just women. So in fact, let me use
Okay.
this
So maybe
platform
you can
to,
give us.
reach
Yes,
out, like,
that was my
yeah,
next point. Yes.
that would be interested in becoming a part of our group, maybe they can reach out
Okay.
to you. Yes, they can reach out to you, and then you can hand over their details so that we can see how we work together. So for that, I hope that's the first impact that I hope the work that I do does. Then
Okay.
additionally, through Afro Magazine, the platform, there's also another platform that I have called Makers Contemporary Market. So this one
Okay.
is like the same, it's mirrored the same as Afro Magazine, but this time in a physical sense. Like, for example, we host craft markets
Mm-hmm.
where people can come and physically attend and buy from different small business owners, and
Mm-hmm.
just use it as a platform to advertise their goods and services. It was
Mm-hmm.
also launched during COVID period, but just like everyone else, COVID, like, put a pause to certain things. So
Mm-hmm.
we launched during COVID,
Okay.
and then we've just been consistent, though our markets haven't been consistent. We're working on coming back with our markets, because now, for those that are based in Lusaka, that's the platform that we can use physically to do what we do on Afro Magazine. Then, additionally, as just as an individual, I hope I leave an impact through the books that I write. I'm also a content creator. So through the content that I make, I do content for small businesses on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and my aim is just to showcase what the businesses do, because I believe if you're a business owner, no matter how good a business you are, if people do not know you, they do not know where you're found, they don't know what you sell, especially in this digital era, then it's like it's a limitation. So my work is to make sure that your business is put out there, and then customers
Yes.
are able to see what you sell, and they get attracted to you. And then through that, you're able to build up your clientele. Um,
Absolutely. Look at just
yeah.
Coca-Cola. Look at just Coca-Cola, the way they advertise. Someone would say, oh, no, but Coca-Cola is known. But everywhere you go, they advertise. They advertise. They've been advertising for the last few years, the last 100 years, more than 100 years. They've never stopped advertising. Look at even our local trade kings. Look at how they advertise. Every advertising platform they advertise, they utilize billboards, they utilize TV, they utilize radio. So as small businesses, we also need to take a leaf off this and say, okay, look, if big businesses can be advertising, it means we also need to advertise. So platforms such as yours, Afro Magazine, So Online, now the Women's Achievers, these are spaces that can let you be visible, that can expose you. And this is the reason why also I have a digital directory called DigiDirect, where women can actually put their businesses there and be. It's a website, and it's www.digidirect.com. People there can actually upload, and then it's also a marketplace. So you can purchase, and you don't have to leave your home. You can just be uploading what it is that you sell. So I commend you for this, for coming on today, and for the opportunity to speak to you. And maybe you can, in closing, you can speak about more about Afro Magazine and more about the Women's Achievers and what it is that you'd want to take away from that.
Okay, thank you. Then, I forgot to mention through radio as well. That's also now the last platform that if anyone would be interested, they can reach out to me to partner, like to showcase their business or what they do through radio.
Okay, so reach out to Chomba Mkasanga for So Online, Afro Magazine, Women's Achievers, just so that you can be featured on radio as well. You can go through our platform and we can connect you. I'm a big believer in collaboration and not competition, because everybody, there was a post I put on LinkedIn that strengths overlap. Even when you overlap and you say, oh no, but my business does this, it doesn't do it exactly like that. So there's something that you can bring. Grace is different. Someone's grace is not your grace. Someone else's grace is not your grace. So you all bring a uniqueness. We are all human beings. We are all business owners. And this is why at birth, we were given names. It doesn't change the fact that you're a human being. You're still a human being. So the same thing with businesses. You can own a business that does exactly the same thing, but by virtue of it being called something different makes it different. So I will encourage business owners, even if you're doing the same things, even if you're doing different things, please, let's collaborate. Let's not take away. Let's add on. This is an opportunity to grow, opportunities to develop. So thank you so much. And all this stems from having the correct mindset. And I always love to allude to this in all the interviews that we have, that mindset change that is offered by Dr. Sunshine, Dr. Sylvia Walia Mutale is something that is so profound. And I think this is what makes the way I think fundamentally different. I love collaboration, and everybody brings a unique. There is enough for everyone. So this is something that I would like to say thank you so much for being on today, and I look forward to you coming back, Chomba, and even me going to Nigeria with you in July. That's something that I would be very much interested in, and we can say, look, we started this relationship from the Awe program, and now we are moving together and finding these collaborative measures to just grow our businesses. And I'll come on your online platform and support you. I'm very much in line with what you're doing, and I commend you and I thank you for being on today.
Okay, thank you so much, Samba. My last words for anyone who'd be interested in joining the Women Achievers Africa Zambia group, please do feel free to reach out. This is not just a platform where women just gather together, but it's a platform where women are able to build each other up, not just through potential funding that would be available through the platform, but through networks. One of the biggest things I've learned, especially since I've connected with Sampa, is the power of networks. Like, especially if you're a business owner, when you connect with other people, business is made easy through collaborations. So it's very important that we connect, we exchange ideas. If I have someone in mind I know that can help you, I'm able to recommend you. I like the business that you do, I'm also able to recommend your business to someone else. And like that, we're able to grow through connections, through networking. And yeah, because to be an island, no. So I encourage women that may be interested to reach out to SAMPA and then find out how you can be a part of our Women Achievers Africa, even as we work towards going to attend the conference in Nigeria and representing Zambia. Thank you so, so much, SAMPA.
Thank you, Chomba. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.